So I'm going to take you back to 8th century in India. And the theme of love that we started last month continues now, because it's a great love offering to Marco from all of us. So the greatest love pair from India, mythologically, are Lord Krishna and Radha. I'm wearing the pink veil for Radha. Radha, who is all of us. We who are the devotees of the divine, that is Radha. Mythologically and poetically, she is part of a beautiful 8th century series of poems. Yeah. Come on, Sheela and Eldon. There are 2 seats, and Sheela here. Okay. All right. So the next generation arrives. I took you to 8th century, but this is just 40 years ago. Our family back in India was, for 2 generations, we have done music. Music, music, and music. So both my children were born into music. And when I was pregnant with my son 45 years ago, and his late father would be sitting next to me, accompanying me on his Indian drum, and I would sing, this little baby inside would kick. And he would kick if, in rhythm to what we were doing, he would kick. He was, 6 months in the womb. And then little Sheela, when her turn came, it's this beautiful, this plaintive melodies that she would just hear. And I bought her a toy flute when she was 5, 6 years old. She plays on the toy flute what she could hear, the Indian songs we were singing around her. So her talent was obvious. She was 4 or 4.5. And I thought, my God, what all do we have to do to help her fulfill her potential? And by high school, she was studying 5 kinds of music. And so Sheela Bringi with me, but I'm going to still begin with the poem first, and then we'll go to the beat. So back to 8th century, Radha and Krishna, the lover and beloved. We are the Radha, Krishna, the ultimate divine. So he wears a peacock feather. His skin is blue. He plays the flute. He was but he was raised by a cowherd community. And for Radha, her friends are the milkmaids who dance with her in the meadows with their tinkling anklets, and the cows with their tinkling bells. Very pastoral scene. And so in this poem that I started writing in 2020, and then I dedicated to my late ex-husband, Sheela Bringi, who passed away just 2 months ago. And so when I would read this aloud to him, he would say, read me your Radha poem. And then when I would read aloud, he would get tears in his eyes. And so it's called Radha, She Waits. I feel like Radha sometimes, alone, and waiting for her Lord Krishna. In the empty, scented forest grove near Vrindavan, the village of the cowherds and the milkmaids, home of the gopis, the milkmaids, these dancing milkmaids and the singing cowherds. Radha, she waits. Jai Radha, Jai Radha, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Radha. What is she waiting for? What is she waiting for? What are we waiting for? What she is waiting for is right within her own blissful self. Radha, just you wait. There is so much to learn while waiting, so much to love while waiting, and to have companions along the way. Oh, my sakhis, she calls out to her friends. Close girlfriends in Hindi are called sakhis. Oh, my sakhis, come dance with me while I wait for the Lord. Playful milkmaids for Radha to share her journey with while she waits for her Lord to return. While she teaches what she knows, while she cares about the young ones who want to learn and grow, And as she learns from life, her longing only grows, her longing to meet her beloved Krishna. Radha, she waits in the scented forest bower, waits with longing for her Lord to return. Radha, she knows, while her longing only grows. While her longing only grows. O Radha, O Radha, O Radha, O Radha. Now from the 8th century, we come to the 15th century, to this famous singing poet and wandering saint of India, Mirabai. She who in northwest, in the desert lands of India, she who fell in love with Lord Krishna through the poetry and the mythology and the Hindu religious epics. So there's Mira now, the woman Mira, who thinks of herself as Radha. Mira says, singing and dancing in bliss, with her dotara gourd held high, darshan with her Lord who wears the peacock feather, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar. Darshan with her Lord who wears the peacock feather. Oh, Mira ke Prabhu, Lord of Mira. I am dancing, Mira says, singing and dancing in search of my beloved. My feet are stepping to the beat and rhythm of my heart. My heart is pulsing with longing, the longing to know you, to love you, and to be with you always. Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar. Oh, cosmic Lord, peacock feather, rustling in your black ringlets of hair. Oh, bewitching Krishna, you who ensnare all my girlfriends, the gopis. I dance and sing before you, O Lord. I offer you my whole heart full of love. It is I, your forgotten Mira, your forgotten Radha. Radha has come back through me, O Lord. I am Mira, who has left my husband, who has left the royalty, and I am wandering in the villages searching for you, my Lord. I am Radha, your forgotten beloved. Radha, whom you left in the village of the sacred cows and cowherds, and you never went back to her. You never went back to her, Krishna. You never went back to her. She was waiting. She was waiting. I am dancing with bare feet and open, loving heart, Mira says. My hips are swaying and my arms are swinging. As I step around in moving circles, my long skirt is whirling and swirling. My pink veil is wildly blowing as I dance around the imprint of your sweet presence, your sacred presence, your loving presence. Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar. Dancing at the forest's edge, long after you vanished from our lover's enchanted bower, with trailing torn vines and bruised scented flowers. I'm still dancing here, while my silver anklet bells are tinkling, still waiting for you, my beloved, still waiting for you long after you vanished. With the glitter of peacock feathers in your lush black hair, you vanished into the inky black depths of the deep night sky. Mira sighs in sorrow and longing. I dance now in your invisible presence, in your expanding, loving presence. Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar, Mira ke Prabhu, Giridhar Nagar. I dance with the song on my lips and the swelling of my chest. I strum my resonant gourd and I sing your glories. I tell our intimate stories, our stories of love and longing, while my strings on my drone twang and drone in harmony, along with my broken heartstrings, Mira says. I pour out my loving longing to you in song and dance, my feet furiously stepping and swirling, my skirt whirling and my pink veil swirling, my anklets and banklets tinkling in the pulsing rhythm of my soul. O Meera ke Prabhu Giridhar Nagar, Meera ke Prabhu Giridhar Nagar. In longing, in waiting, in welcoming, and in love, there is so much to learn. While waiting, in longing, Meera says, there is so much to learn in waiting. Thank you. We go back to the 8th century again, the story of Radha and Krishna. And this is where the East India Company, the British, first landed and wanted to buy tea from India in Bengal. So this is a Bengali folk song that comes out of these stories of Radha and Krishna. And so in this, they've had their time in the scented forest bower. He's still playing with Radha. But the moment of when they first met is important. The pride that Radha has and the nonchalant macho spirit that Krishna has. It's like they have noticed each other in the village. And the Yamuna River is full. The monsoons are full. The river is partly flooding. And Radha and her milkmaid friends are waiting on the bank to cross over on a wooden bridge that had become flooded. And they have pots and pots of milk, of yogurt, that have to go to the other side so they can go to the market and sell them. So while they're sighing and longing and wondering what to do, well, Krishna, handsome Krishna, comes on his boat with all his friends, all his male friends, who are the cowherds. So they want to tease these girls a little bit on the bank. And so Radha looks at him, sees how handsome he is. You are very good looking, but not your boat. Your boat has a hole in it. How am I supposed to step in with my pots of dahi, pots of yogurt? I'll get dirty, I'll get all wet. And Krishna, highly amused, looks at her, sees the pride. He waits some more, but she's still arrogant, bristling. So on he goes, the boats go on, and she lost her chance at that moment to cross over to the other side of the bank of duality, to cross that raging river of samsara. This is the cycle of life, birth, karma, death. She lost her chance in that moment. So kanhai, the word kanhai, which you're going to hear a lot, is a shall we say, a colloquial term for Krishna in Bengal. So you're in the forest, and then there is the Yamuna raging river. There is Radha in her pink veil and her pots of yogurt, and Krishna and his boats. Oh, Kanhai! Kanhai ho, Kanhai par korte amare, aaj ki mathura bikhi dan kori bautam aare. Kanhai ho, Kanhai par korte amare, আজ কি মাথুরার বিখি দান করিব তোমারে। তুমি তো সুন্দর কানহাই তোমার ভাঙ্গা নাই, তুমি তো সুন্দর কানহাই তোমার ভাঙ্গা নাই, কোথায় রাখবো দায় পশুরে ও কানহাই কোথায় রাখবো দায় পশুরে, কোথায় রাখবো পার কানহাই হো, কানহাই পার করতে আমারে, আজ সেরা তুরার বিখি দান করিব তোমারে। কানহাই গো কানহাই পার করতে আমারে, আজ কি তুরার বিখি দান করিব তোমারে। জয় গুরু জয় কালী, জয় গুরু জয় কালী, জয় গুরু জয় কালী,
धीरे 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 चल, धीरे 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 चल, धीरे 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 चल, धीरे 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 चल। তুমি তো সুন্দর কানহাই তোমার বাংলা, তুমি তো সুন্দর কানহাই তোমার বাংলা। কোথায় রাখো দায় পশুরে,
ও কানহাই, ও কানহাই,
কোথায় রাখো দায় পশুরে, কোথায় রাখো পার কানহাই। ও কানহাই পার করেতে আমারে, আজ কি মাতুরার বিখি দান করিব তোমারে, দান করিব তোমারে, দান করিব তোমারে।
Everyone, Jai Guru,
Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali, Jai Guru, Jai Kali.
O Kanhai, O Kanhai, O Kanhai ho,
কানহাই পার করতে আমারে, আজ কে মাতুরার বিকি দান করিব তোমারে, দান করিব তোমারে, দান করিব তোমারে।
Thank you, Sheela.